So this is a big topic right now even in my group. People will say, well, I'm just not extroverted. It's not my thing. I don't feel I need to. And a part of that is true. We are innately born a certain way, but we don't really have a choice right now. If you want to show up, we know that the dynamic is changing and we need to show up on video in order to really connect with our clients and patients and viewers. So unfortunately, we're going to have to work through that. And so my first thing to tell people is that speaking is a skill that can be learned. It's not a talent. Of course, there are people that are born with certain skills that other people aren't. But just like the first time I sat down to play piano, I was not good at it. I wasn't born knowing how to play the piano, right? You weren't born knowing how to knit, right? We learn those things just like we learn to speak. And if you look through history, some of the most amazing singers and actors will say that are shy and introverted people. Ella Fitzgerald, I know, apparently was very, very shy off stage, and then she would get on stage and something would just change. So try not to use that as your setback. Another thing to think about, even if you're not shy or introverted per se, but you do get very nervous before you speak, which again, everybody does that. So that's the next point, is remember that everybody gets nervous. Everybody gets scared. I could be in a run of a show and be about to do it for the 8th time, and I'm backstage with butterflies in my stomach. But I've learned now to use those nerves as adrenaline. It's normal. It would be unnatural for me to not feel anything and to just walk out like I'm going to catch the bus and no big deal. It's a big deal. People are about to listen to you. So just remember that everybody feels that way. Probably even politicians, I'm sure they get nervous too, people that speak all the time. And then remember that you're being in service to others. So rather than putting it on yourself, think of it as giving a gift. And if you don't share that story or that message or that training or that video, you're actually stealing from the person that needs to hear it. So try to think of it in terms of service. And like I said many times already, connect to your mind and body and breath before you go on. Use those big belly breaths to calm your nervous system. Go for a walk, do some running on the spot right before you go out. Get those nerves out of you, channel them out of you through the breath. We notice, even if you just take a nice belly breath right now, notice how your shoulders drop, right? You're instantly like a whole weight has actually been lifted. So rather than tensing up the tummy and getting the breath up here because you're so nervous, just use those exhales to calm you down. And then try your best to be in the moment and unattached to the outcome. We're always thinking, well, how's it going to go? What is someone going to call me? Is this going to work out? Just be here, be present, and be unattached about what's going to happen, or if you're going to fall or fumble or forget your lines. It's okay to have notes. I have notes taped up right here. Okay. And it's okay to have papers and look through them and be reminded. People don't need you to be perfect. Nobody's looking for perfect. And of course, if you're shy and introverted and you need help, find a great speaking coach who can help you with that. And to really, uncover perhaps some of those limiting beliefs, some of those mindset blocks, to fully embody your voice confidence. And then know your material, right? The more confident we are in what we're saying, the more we can just focus on that and not worry about everything else that's going on. So I hope that helps a little bit. But if nothing else, remember that we all get scared, and it's a skill that you can learn just like anything else.
Yes, and nothing has to be completely